So what we got here today is a 2000 Silverado. I'm going to be showing how to change the air filter and also clean the mass airflow sensor. For the intake box, there's 4 screws. You could either use a Phillips head or a flathead. I'm actually using a flathead here. Once you get those 4 screws loose, you can kind of lift up the top and the air filter will come out. These filters are quite large. As you can see, this one's not too dirty, but I just wanted to replace it. It's been in there for a couple years, so they're fairly cheap. And what you want to do is grab your new one, compare it to the old one, make sure they're the same size and shape. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the mass airflow sensor. Right here I'm showing you have to unclip it, and there are 2 bolts there that hook up to the intake tubing. You want to get those loose, and then you can take the mass airflow sensor off. I'm going to kind of show you the inside of it. So what you want to clean is these 3 little sensors in there. There's 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom. They're really small, like little wires, and you can see that little nub at the top. You want to clean that as well. I use this mass airflow sensor cleaner, so you can kind of see I'm giving it a good spray. What you want to do is also flip it over and clean the other side as well. This stuff dries pretty quickly, so you can spray it down, and by the time you get it installed, you can start up the vehicle. You don't have to wait around letting it dry. Then you could put it back on and then put your air intake box back on. I recommend screwing that down and then putting your mass airflow sensor back on, just so it's kind of supported. And then you have those 2 screws to kind of hook up the mass airflow sensor as well. And this is where you clip it in. This kind of gives the sensor back to the PCM. And then just make sure this little plastic tab goes in the rubber part there, and that kind of lines everything up. But other than that, you're good to go.